begin to work on the final presentation for this class, I want to talk about extemporaneous speaking and what it is and what it's not, and briefly on how to do it. I've been talking about it without using the term throughout the course when I talk about using a conversational tone and not just reading a paper. So for this last presentation, part of the requirement is to use the style of extemporaneous speaking. Now, I'm going to admit right here that I'm not crazy about the definition that the textbook provides, so I'm going to offer some clarification here in a moment. Traditionally, when you talk about extemporaneous speaking, it's a specific reference to forensics or debate, and in that case, it is differentiated from impromptu speaking because the speakers get a short window to prepare. Usually it's between 5 and 30 minutes. Now, it might be on a topic that or one of the several topics that they had done some prior preparation on, but as far as getting ready specifically for that presentation, they typically have no more than about 30 minutes. An impromptu presentation or speech is you have no idea what you're going to talk about until you're told the topic and then they say go. And so it's just off the top of your head. So I want to talk about what we're going to do in this case and how to prepare for it and how to deliver it. So here's the definition that is found in your textbooks, and it's fine as far as it goes. It is correct. For our purposes, I want to expand on it a bit, clarify it a bit, and provide some additional instruction on how to go about using the extemporaneous approach on this final presentation. So, yes, you should prepare. You should write an outline. In fact, an outline is required. You should do the research. The research is required. You should do all of the steps that we've been doing in class so far. The main difference, and most of you are already there, but the main difference is you're not going to read it. Even if you are really good at reading, you're not going to read it, like this, because we want to get to the point where you can deliver in a truly conversational way. The other difference I will make as far as defining extemporaneous for this purpose is if you want to have the whole text of the speech in front of you, that's perfectly fine. You will see speakers all the time who have the text in front of them, or they're using various tools here where they are able to see the text, but they don't just read it like they're reading a paper. They're delivering a speech. And so prepare your outline. From that, you can use the outline, you can have additional notes, or you can write out the full text. If that's going to help you feel more confident, more secure, so you kind of know where you're at any given time. I know sometimes folks lose track of where they're at, and it might be helpful to have that full text in front of you. But if you then just read it without using the other techniques of speaking extemporaneously, in other words, conversationally, more not casual, but less formal in your presentation. In other words, you're not repeating the same tones, or you're not reading in a monotone. So you're really making a speech. That's the goal here. That's what I'm talking about when we refer to extemporaneous style. And that's how we will be delivering this final presentation for this class.